Lightweight action. We send it up to Jake to bring out our first fighter.
The following contest is in the Frenk MMA amateur lightweight division, and it is brought to you by Tombstone Rocks, official jeweler of Frenk MMA. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Alex Frenk.
This is the home of champions, Frenk MMA.
Alex Frenk, Mentor, Ohio. This is the debut fight for Alex Frenk. Comes in at 34 years old. He's been training a little over a year at Griffin Raw. And interesting story, he has an 8-year-old son who also trains at Griffin Raw, and Alex decided to train himself to show his son that anything can be done, and here we see him entering the Octagon. When talking about his first, he said, "I'm nervous, but I'm ready to go." And you see in his corner UFC vet Jason Dent, and Jason looked and said, "That's exactly how it should be." If anybody should know how a fighter should be feeling as they come to the cage, it's Jason Dent. As much like Forrest Petz, who just joined me in the last fight on commentary, Jason Dent is a veteran and has made that walk to the cage many times. There's 4 of them on the card tonight, all trained together to get them ready, and we see the first of them, Alex Frenk, make his way into the cage.
And his opponent, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Ben Horton.
Ben Horton from Syracuse, New York, Clinton Street Kickboxing. Big, strong young man comes in as we take a look at the outdoor option, tail of the tape. Alex Frenk, 10 years the senior of Ben Horton. Ben Horton with a 2-inch height advantage, but an 8-inch reach advantage. We get a look at Ben Horton. He's 1-0, as I mentioned. He's looking to, says he's overall, he's good at everything. And won his first fight by submission just seconds before the end of the second round, and he's looking to go out there and test himself on his feet against Alex Frenk. Let's get these fighters introduced. Jake Digman, take it away.
The following contest is in the Frenk MMA amateur lightweight division, and it is brought to you by Tombstone Rocks, official jeweler of Frenk MMA. Introducing first in the red corner, he fights out of Willoughby, Ohio, 1/2 pounds, representing Team Griffin Raw, making his MMA debut. Please welcome Alex Frenk. His opponent in the blue corner, he fights out of Syracuse, New York. He weighed in at 155 pounds, representing Clinton Street Kickboxing with an MMA record, 1 win, 0 losses. Please welcome Ben Horton. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when they have Forrest Petz.
Very rarely do you get the referee's nickname at an MMA fight, but a gentleman like Forrest Petz, he deserves to be recognized like that. Second fight of the night. We've got Alex Frenk in the black fight shorts, red trim. Ben Horton from Clinton Street Kickboxing in Syracuse, New York, in the camouflage. Forrest Petz, third man in the cage. I am Ryan Cavanaugh, bringing you the action here from Cleveland, Ohio, in Way of the Warrior. And Alex Frenk comes in with the stiff left, clinches up, looks for the takedown. Look at the power, and Ben Horton looks to take the guillotine, jumps up, and for a fighter who has not fought yet, in Alex Frenk, staying very composed, working himself out of that position, and now has Horton pinned up against the cage. Big right by Frenk off the break, and he drops Horton. Big right to the temple. Horton, Frenk is just pounding on Horton. Not a lot getting through. Forrest Petz taking a close look at it, and he's seen enough. Alex Frenk, first round KO. That's the way to make a debut. Very impressive. Alex Frenk just stormed Ben Horton. Big shot to the temple. And from there, just Use animal aggression to pour it on. And we're going to see it here off the clinch. Boom. A right. And there's a right off the break, right in the temple. And then swarms him. Look at these punches, just pounding, staying on him. Look at the power. And while Horton appeared to be covering up for a lot of these, they started getting through. He started turtling on his side, and that's when Forrest Petz stepped in. First round knockout. Very impressive debut for Alex Frenk. And we send it up to Jake Dignan to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 45 seconds of the first round by TKO, Alex Frenk.
Debut in mixed martial arts. You hit him with a big right and fouled him up. Did you know you had hurt him?
Yes, I did.
Prior to that, he was searching for a guillotine choke on you standing. You seemed very composed. For your debut, how did it feel being inside the cage?
It felt awesome. It felt great. It felt like everything I expected. I knew he would go for that overhead. I mean, for the guillotine, I was ready for it. I did not let him lock his hands, like the coach said. And here I am.
Alex, you started to be an example for your son, who also trains. Now you've got one win under your belt. What's next for you?
Go out and drink with my buddies.
Sounds like a plan. Anybody out there you want to thank?
I want to thank my mother. She's been by me. This is not only my win, it's also her win. Mama, мы победили. Thank you, guys.
One more time, your winner, Alex Frenk.